Hi, this is Ritvi, and today I'm going to talk about my experiences with dating. I know, let's spill the beans. So growing up, just like all of you watching, I learned about dating through movies and TV shows, and the concept of dating kind of seemed unreal outside the realms of the screen because all my friends did was just gossip about who liked who. There was no I like you phase. It was Sida, I love you, and the next thing I know, everyone's calling me Bobby. So I did not really know what dating was supposed to look like in real life because I had no real life examples. I was 14 when I got into my first relationship, and I shouldn't even call it a relationship because it lasted for like 7 days. And I think the reason I was in one in the first place was of this unspoken peer pressure or FOMO because sabke paas koi na koi tha, and I had this fear that, oh, am I missing out on something? Should I be in a relationship? कि दूसरा guy जो भी मुझे propose करेगा, he's my boyfriend. So that obviously did not end well because I jumped right into it, and I didn't really learn from that experience and jumped right into my second relationship without the whole I want to get to know you, I like you phase. It was like, boyfriend, I love you, that's it. So that kind of made me ignore all the red flags. I felt very stuck. It was as if I had no other choice, and it was so romanticized that the first guy you fall in love with or click with has to be the one and you have to make it work, right? It was as if I were to explore anything else, if I were to date more than 2 guys, it would be bad on my character. And it wasn't until recent years that I had to like unlearn the whole concept and actually find the true meaning of dating. So when you're dating in India, there will always be at least one relationship that's going to be in secret. It's like second nature to lie and not share anything about your relationship. So like if I wanted to post a picture with my boyfriend before, I had to think real hard, block like 57 of my relatives, some of my friends whose parents might see the post from their account, and also really think about what consequences I could face if my parents knew about that relationship. All of this just to post one picture. So it's like I was dating as a little spy. I was on a mission and on a lookout. Abhi kisi ne dekh liya to. Because everyone is so freaking nosy. Because everyone wants to talk about your business और पूरे खानदान को पता चल जाएगा कि तुम किसी के साथ बाहर गए थे cafe में. So I think one of the things I like about the Western culture is that they have a sense of personal space and like a private life. So everyone is nosy everywhere, but they don't really care enough to really talk about your dating life. And I mean that in the best way possible because I kind of like that freedom without having my parents go to shadi. See that, right? So after my second relationship ended, which thank God it did, I kind of took it slow. I wanted to really explore my boundaries, and I was able to do that via social media and online dating apps. Really explore what I really liked in a person, what I really didn't like in a person. You have multiple ones in your life. It's a matter of fact who you're going to meet first, and if they fit in that lifestyle of yours in that given moment, and they're worth a conversation. So my whole idea of dating was surrounded around me and not pleasing the other person. So it was about my needs and what I felt the most comfortable with, or whom I felt the most comfortable with. And coming to now, I met my current boyfriend Sarthak via Tinder, so an online dating app. We did not want anything serious when we met, so it was a learning curve for both of us, and we kind of took it really slow. We dated for about a year, first non-exclusively and then exclusively, and then really got to know each other, our likes, dislikes, if we are comfortable with each other. He's so different, but then he challenges me, which is amazing. We are able to have conversations and perspectives about topics that I didn't really discuss with anyone else. And it was after a year that I was really able to settle in and be like, yeah, we should probably be in an actual relationship and be able to call each other girlfriend and boyfriend, because that is something you should earn. That title should not be used very loosely. I remember this conversation with my mom. One day she asked me, is there something going on between you and Sarthak? And I literally froze. I was like, whoa, I did not expect that. And initially, like you do, introduced Sarthak as a friend. And then dhire dhire, you ease up to the, hey, actually he's my boyfriend. And I was like, I have two choices right now. I can either lie, or I can be upfront and just see what happens, because I am confident in this relationship and in myself. So I obviously did the latter and I went for it. I told her the truth, and surprisingly, she was really understanding. She was actually asking me questions about what it means to be in a relationship or what it means to date. So I think it was like a learning curve for both of us, and I found it so liberating that my mom finally knew about my dating life, that I did not have to keep it a secret from her, at least. My dad, on the other hand, he's kind of protective of me, as fathers are of their daughters, so understandable. So I haven't really had the conversation about my dating life with him, but if he ever asks me, I am prepared and ready to tell him honestly what's going on, because I think it's about time that I normalize just dating in general, at least in my family, and it's a start. And I would love to do that, at least for my younger brother. So when he grows up and he wants to date, it's not as awkward for him as it was for me growing up. I do think dating is so romanticized in movies, and the whole idea of meeting someone, falling in love, happily ever after, and on your first try is kind of ridiculous. I think dating in reality comes with a lot of responsibility, time, effort, maturity, understanding, and sometimes a few tries. You have to ask yourself, are you comfortable with that person? Do you actually like that person, or are you just pushing it? Because that is really important, you and yourself. I am so glad I did things differently with Sarthak, and we took the time and effort to really know each other and invest our time and really find out if we both were worth it for each other, and we are. And if you're thinking of taking the next step with your partner, check out Ria's video on live-in relationships in India. I hope you learned something from this video. Don't make the mistakes I did while dating, and date responsibly. Bye!